Hey guys, today I have a deck profile from Sean, who got first place at our Best of One Locals, and he was playing Agents of Destruction. Alright, so can you tell us what this leader does?
So there's a permanent on the front and the back, where it makes all AOD no specified cost.
Okay.
And on the front, it can on swing, take a life, look at the top 5, get an AOD, put it in your hand. It's very good at filtering. Not drawing cards, it's fine. It's fine. On the back, it doesn't draw at all.
Okay.
But it lets you free play a AOD, 2-drop or less, or you can pay 3 and play a AOD Unison with 3 markers on it. And it's an untap 1, draw 1.
Okay.
Very good on the front, very good on the back.
Yeah, that free play is actually really good.
Nuts. Because...
And then also, you mentioned the Unison part, right? Where you can pay 2 playing AOD Unison?
The number 1 card in the deck, the single most important card, the 1-drop Bobbity. It makes all your AODs no specified cost like before, but it also reduces their cost by 1. He's got Barrier, you can only have 1 out. So he lets you play the 3 drops off the leader. You have 4 of him, obviously. 4 of the Hatchiyak, which you can pay 1, discard it to search, so you don't have to charge a blue turn 1. It helps fix your colors. We can also play the Hatch. It warps a battle card and costs 4 or less. Then you get to choose 3 battle cards your opponent's drop, put them under.
And then in our best of 3s on Friday, where you got second, you also used this where you were able to bottom deck 3 draw apes.
3 draw apes.
From someone's discard pile, which is very strong.
Very strong.
Yeah, especially they're playing Soul Striker.
Probably the other best card in the deck. Permanent gains AOD. So Bobbity makes it cost 1 less with no specified cost, so it's free. Look at the top 2, add in revealing number of AODs, put them in hand, rest go to the bottom. And then you can take a life if you added cards. Very crucial for Awakening turn 2. Get you right off the bat to 0 cost to draw 3.
Yeah, because you can only awaken at 4 life, right?
4 life, yeah. But you get that turn 2 regularly. Garlic Jr., counterattack, negates the attack, play it. It's a 15k beater. Auto, when you play him, you get another 2-drop AOD from your deck, play it with the skills negated for the turn. You can play it on your turn for 1, or play on your opponent's turn for the attack, but you can just play it for 2 15k bodies. Very good, very strong. One of the targets you can grab with it...
Ooh, I hate this card.
...is probably the single best card in the deck. This makes the deck. Android 13, Agent of Destruction. 2 cost, probably makes it 1. If your leader is an AOD in its name, the battle card being played has cost 3 or less, it gets placed in the drop instead of being played, and they pitch a card. And then he's got an auto where you can shuffle 2 Evil Wizards or AODs from the drop back in the deck. This hits everything. Red Broly, gone.
Yeah. And it also gets rid of all of the stuff like Topo and Oceanus, the Boo Topo,
against
any Floodgate, it just eats it alive.
Oceanus, they have to pitch 1 anyways. This makes it a 1 cost, doesn't get played, they pitch 2.
Yeah.
It's backbreaking.
I hate this card so much. It's so good.
The other target in the deck you can play is the Super Combo. I run 4. You can go 3-1 with the Goku Blankets. But it's 2 cost, 15k. Bob makes it 1. Super Combo unique. It's always a 0 10k. That's huge.
Yeah.
But when your opponent plays a counterplay, they pitch 2. It's very good value.
Yeah.
Just a 1 cost 15k if you need it. Or if your opponent swings, you can garlic, boom, you have a super combo from your deck now.
And punishing counterplays is really big, too.
It's really, because you blind play off the leader, so if they're like, oh, I'll just counterplay window 2, it's like, okay, do it.
Yeah.
On the back, since you don't draw, you need 4 Turles.
Yeah.
It'll be a 1 cost, 15k barrier. That on attack, you look at the top 5, add an AOD, card with AOD and its name to your hand. It grabs almost everything in the deck. It's a 15k barrier. It's huge. Because if they want to waste your barrier, if they want to use the barrier removal on your Bobbity, like this, they have to get this too. Because this just is so much advantage. Another absolute all-star, Broly. Has an activate made, not a lot of people actually use it, but it's very good. You can pay 1, pitch it, get any card of AOD in its name back from your drop to your hand. Cycling, you can get back your counterplays, your counterattacks.
And I do want to mention, there has been a rule clarification back when the deck came out, where anything that is plural also counts. So if it says only Agent of Destruction, Agents
of Destruction counts too.
Yes, Agents also works. Yeah.
And then on play, you can pop a 5 cost or less,
Yeah.
and then look at up to 3, add 1 to your hand, rest go to drop.
Yeah, it's one of the best cards in the deck.
Yeah, because the deck does not have a lot of ways to get non-AOD cards in your hand, so just free card selection is crazy good.
Yeah. Plus, remember, it's minus, so it becomes a 2-drop, so you can play this for free off the leader. Yeah. And then Unison package.
A lot of people run 2 of this, 1 of this. I just love the double strike crit. It's crazy difficult for people. Like, it puts them in a pressure situation. +1 makes it plus 5k. On play, you can pitch a card to wipe their board, ignoring barrier. It's crazy. And I run 2 because there are times when you get +1 swing, like, oh, I'll just swing at your leader. And you're like, okay, next turn, put 1 under, -5, rip 3 cards from your hand.
Yeah.
And this is really good for drawing cards. He's a blocker, double strike. He gets from the battle cards.
Yeah, the only thing with this is since you're not playing a blue leader, you don't get the untap.
Of the energy,
yeah. I know that a lot of people play this because of access to Trunks. What do you feel
Trunks
about that?
just clogs up, I think, a little too much. This is never going to have, because you have no way to put more on it. So it'll only ever come in with 3.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to keep Trunks live.
That's true, because the second that you go under 2, Trunks doesn't work anymore, and then it's just a dead card.
Then 3 beans.
Yeah.
I've seen people cutting beans lately. I love this so much. It gives you so much, like, pressure. Because you can just, if you're playing like, as long as he doesn't early game aggro, you can go, all right, pay 1, Turles, Bean, pay 1, that, get another 15k beater, Bean, keep going. It's crazy potential. And on defense, it's fantastic. Gives you more counter plays, more counter attacks. And then the spice, the new stuff. Because before this was just nobody really played it. It was you could play free playoff lead to make them pitch a card, and that was whatever.
Yeah.
But then with this slug that stops them from drawing, it's like, oh, free play, pitch a card, pay 1 green, boom, another 20k swing, barrier. You can't, super combo's gone.
So his thing is activate main, pay a green, choose up to 1 slug army from your hand with a cost 3 or less, and then you play him. And then he makes it so when he is tapped, as long as you have him and 1 other battle card on board, your opponent can't draw with non-leader skills.
And with Bobbity out, you have 2 barrier battle cards, so it'd be very hard for them to turn him off.
Yeah.
And it's just 20k beats, a lot of pressure. Because a lot of people are like, oh, just do Dark Power Black Mass Saiyan. It's like, oh, half the deck is 20ks.
Yeah.
It doesn't really help. I like to run 2 of this man. He's a 20k crit, 3 cost, makes him 2 with Bobbity, so he free plays off lead. Critical, just good swings. But he can pay 2, not once per turn. Kill any battle card. Doesn't matter energy cost, and they pitch a card. So you can, if they have 2 guys, you can just go, all right, boom, boom, pay 4, kill both you guys, pitch 2.
Yeah.
It can be absolutely backbreaking.
And then these are all the 1-ofs, right?
Now for the 1-ofs.
Yeah.
Hidden Power, E Supreme Kites, the double striker.
Champa is Champa.
I got the old metal foil, so I run him instead. Secret Rare, Supreme Kite, or that's Pan.
Yeah.
It's got time. Just crazy good. If you're trying to go for the beatdown, you can free play her as a 40k attacker because she costs 2 less for each battle card in play.
And you have at least 4 battle cards by turn 2. Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you can just go all out, and your opponent's like, "Oh, kill him on the crackback," and you just go, "No, you don't."
Yeah.
And then you can swing 40k, double strike, pay 1, steal your guy too.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite card from the new set.
I'd probably say it's the most strongest card from the new set. Honestly.
Is without question, I think, yeah. Best secret rare, best card, period.
And then for the Overrealms, I run Bardock and Man on a Mission. Fighting against Fate might be objectively better, but you can play this when they're at 5 and swing double strike crit.
Yeah.
Fighting against Fate, you don't want to play unless they're at 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then this is just card draw because you don't have that much non-AOD card draw, so every little bit helps. And he's a 20k beater.
Yeah.
And then the 1 of Spice.
Ugh, I hate this card.
This card is sleeper. It is amazing. It rests on anything ignoring barrier, and then while it's in rest mode, you can pay 2 and activate main to switch their leader rest mode, and it doesn't untap during their next standby phase. So even if they're already in rest mode, it still works.
Yeah.
But any deck that relies on their leader, Soul Striker, the new Broly, just destroys it. They cannot come back from this. Unless if they think, I can get past it, you just do it every turn, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
Soul Striker that doesn't untap is not a good leader.
Especially because you have a very low mana cost most of the time.
Everything in the deck is 1 or 2 cost, pretty much.
Yeah. So paying 2 mana, honestly, especially to cripple a deck like Soul Striker, is very much worth it.
That's another upside of the beans. Like turn 3, you're like, all right, free play, rest your guy, swing into it, rest your leader, doesn't untap bean. Now I have 2 energy for counterplays and counterattacks. It does so much work. I would probably run 2 if the deck spade wasn't so tight.
Yeah. And then what were your matchups for this tournament?
Round 1, I played against Reboot, Black Mass Saiyan, the Reboot,
the starter deck one.
The starter deck one, yeah. Very close, very close. I managed to just counterplay one of his overwhelms, and he couldn't come back from it because already having like pitching a bunch of cards for aggro and then losing another card is backbreaking. And then round 2, I played against a very handsome Android 16 player.
Ooh, that's me.
I very skillfully let him overextend and then panned.
No, it's because I didn't see Boo Unison. If I saw it, you were dead, bitch.
So he played out all his things, and I had 2 super combos. Because
the fact that you dropped 2 super combos from your hand.
Because the super combo is searchable, you can get them in your hand very easily. And you can just... You can shuffle them back in with Android 13. Very easy access to them. And there's not really much they can do about it.
Yeah.
You don't draw, which is a downside, which is why some people run the one, black's 4 or less life. But and then round 3, I played against Red Broly.
Yeah. How did that go?
Red Broly BR was a little scary at first. Luckily, I went first, which was huge. I just turned 2, awoken, popped his 3-drop Broly, and then left energy up so I could counterplay the 2 1-drops using 2 Android 13s because it's not once per turn.
Yeah.
Because it's very good.
Why would you run that? That's a sideboard card for me.
It was a little scary, but overall, nothing too challenging.
All right. Well, thanks for showing everyone the deck. If you guys like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
If you guys like aggro decks, like crazy aggro decks with control elements, there's no better deck.
Yeah. You have any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out to TCG Metals. This leader, I messaged him like, hey, you guys should bring in a release of Bobbity leader, Majin Buu AOD. And they did it. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Easily one of their best looking leaders.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.